Hello guys. Hopefully you guys had a good holiday. Even though I know this pandemic has destroyed basically everything. Today I'm going to talk about people like me who are basically low income and it takes forever for them to make specific parts for your test equipment. Here's a cheap and easy way to get a 1000 hertz tone for your modulation. You can use basically almost any function generator, but kind of stay away from the arbitrary waveform generators, because I can't get those to get a tone out. Very difficult. But you can, if you can find any other type of function generator. I'll show you which one I have. Mine's pretty old. It's only a 2 megahertz, but it'll do kilohertz and hertz. A PA speaker and a BNC T, a pair of alligator clips, and a BNC connector with some open ends on there. Couple alligator clips on both ends, and PA speaker. Doesn't matter what type of 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch plug, whatever you want to call them. And you need a oscilloscope and a test cable like I was showing you. BNC to BNC. If you have to make your own, that's okay. And then you have your O-scope, or O-scope is short for oscilloscope. I think it sounds stupid when you say oscilloscope, so it's just annoying. Alright, and then this was given to me a long time ago, a friend of mine. This is a 2 megahertz B&K Precision 3011B. Okay. It's a basic, simple 2 megahertz function generator. Okay. Of course, here, I'll see if I can put it this way. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this T. So if you want to get a visualization of what your tone is, then you take the ground of your alligator clip to the ground side of your PA speaker, to the ground side of the BNC. This BNC is going to connect to the one side of the output of your T connector there. Take your positive alligator clip to the tip of your it's either left or right side of your PA speaker, whatever the hell you call it, to the positive side of the BNC. Okay, now you turn your function generator on. Right now I have mine set at 999 because it's very difficult to tune it in. See, now it's at, there it goes. Nope, 102. Oh my god, really? Piece of junk. Let's see, can you guys see that? Gotta fine tune it. Even if it's like 102, 103, 104, it's okay. Or 999. Get it as close to the 1000 hertz as possible. Okay. And here's the volume control for it. See what I mean? Now you're getting a 1000 hertz tone Now check this out. I'll turn this off real quick. Now do you guys remember this? The B&K 1040? Now watch this. I have it turned on. Now listen. Same 1000 hertz tone. See? Okay. Now that you got the sound, you can just put your microphone up to the PA speaker. You don't need to turn this up very loud. Just a few decibels, whatever you want to call it. Now if you want a visualization, let's see if I can't get my big ass head out of the way. Take the other side of your test cable plugged into the O-scope and put it on the other side of your T connector, and there you have your waveform. Okay. Now you can check out the other little functions. See? I have it set to 1K. There you go. Now you can play, when you play with the fine tuning on here, listen very carefully. Hear that tone, right? Now watch, I'll go off frequency. See, now it's 1132 hertz, 1132 hertz. That's all the way down, and that's 887 hertz. Now watch, I'll do the chorus. Now go look at the O-scope. Sounds like something from Marvin the Martian. Okay, so now we'll put it back to 1000 hertz. Or I'll turn that down so it's not so annoying. I'm going to fine tune it. Come on. Close enough. See? Very hard to get it in there. 103. There's a little bit of dirt in the potentiometer, but almost all of them are a pain in the butt. Unless it's digital, where you can just type in the number or punch in the number instead. If you can find one of those function generators and that can do that, the tone, get it. If it's going to break the bank, if it's over 300 bucks, dude, you can find cheaper ones that does exactly the same thing. This one right here was 100 bucks and it wasn't worth it. So I wasted my money on those, so don't get these. It does 1000 hertz, but it won't do the tone. It has AM modulation and it only shows visual on the O-scope. So only those functions, and I wasn't really impressed with it. And that one is the Feel-Elect FEFY 6900. Not worth it unless you're just a electronics test equipment guru junkie and just like to collect that kind of stuff, then do it. But other than that, I wouldn't. So anyways, let's get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. My shop's a mess. And of course, you can get these function generators. You can even put an antenna on this output and it will transmit to your CB radio a tone. If you really want to annoy people, connect your base antenna to this with one of these things here. You guys remember back in the day, people used to make those battery powered signal generators, and they'll throw it in someone's yard. At least they did that here in Yuma, Arizona. And it'll act like somebody's dead king for days at a time. And nobody could figure out what the hell was going on. And it was just disrupting everybody. Well, get yourself one of these if you want to be a nuisance. Plug it in here. Put your base antenna up to that. And find whichever frequency you want. 27 or 26. Let me see, 185, which is channel 19. Let me see. I have a small little antenna. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. And let me find an L bracket. I mean, not bracket, but one of these stupid things. Alright, now, let's see here. We'll turn that up. Let's see, 27. Very touchy. Not really, I don't really like this machine either. Somebody who's looking for one of these, I will sell it for about 140 bucks. Very annoying. Now you see what I'm talking about. Ugh. If you have a guy that's out there that's being just a real jerk out on the radio, just pissing everybody off that's in your neighborhood or whatever, turn that down. That's what you can do. Test equipment, one of these things. Let's see. Let's say you guys wanted to test an LED. Yeah, I'm doing it the easy way here. Let's see. Here we go. LED. Let me see if I can. Make sure you pull the leads apart. If you see LEDs that are like this, you got one leg shorter and which one's longer, or one that is longer. The longer, I believe, is the positive side. Remember, LED. And I think the green one goes to the ground or something. Turn it on. Now, as you can see, all of a sudden the LED is lighting up. And there it goes. It shows you says test. So see it, now you're testing the LED. Oh, I do it again. See? It's testing the LEDs, so the LED is working. You don't have to have the Pro version. You can get the one just under it. But I like the Pro because it has more features. Everybody has likes and dislikes. I collect a bunch of odds and ends, like this kind of stuff. I take them apart and I throw them in my bins. These are surface mount LEDs. It's off of a bicycle light. Yes, I work at a bike shop. I run and sell and build bikes. I've done it for 19 years. Yeah. I'm having some issues with my dang camera for some reason. I don't know what's going on with it. Excuse me if I'm not talking very much today, but I just don't feel very well today. Here's another old piece of test equipment that I have. It's an old frequency counter. This is an old Hewlett-Packard 5303B, 525 megahertz. Does it work? Well, of course. Let's see here. And most of your test equipment, a lot of the times they don't send you the dang power cables. Most of the test equipment that you see here has computer cables. The power cords for the power supplies in the back, those work perfectly fine. So here we go. So it's working. It's got a little bit of dirt in there somewhere. You got your sample rate knob. It works. A friend of mine gave this to me years ago. Same guy that gave me this and gave me for, I think it was my birthday, he gave me this B&K 2040 and then he sold me the 1040. Known him for years. Everything else I paid for myself. And of course, you get broken amplifiers that ain't worth fixing, strip them apart. Keep the heat sinks. Keep the faceplates. Keep the switches. Keep the SO239s. Even these ones here that are bradded in, or whatever you want to call it, you can grind those brads off. And there you go. You got some perfectly good SO239s, and you can use stainless steel hardware to mount them back up. I have tons of these heat sinks. Tons of them. I have enough heat sinks to build probably a 500 amp power supply. Unfortunately, I've only got a couple transformers. Transformers are friggin' expensive. Just for 100 amp, it's $200. So, it's pretty nuts. All your little push buttons, like say for instance this stuff. See all these? See all these little switches? eBay. All these little ones, eBay. The little noise toys. All these switches here came from old amplifiers that no longer worked, and it wasn't worth keeping them around except for parts. So that's what I do. Parts, parts, parts. Potentiometers like these. I keep stuff like this around. These right here I got on eBay also, or you can go to ICA Manufacturing. You can get LED sockets. There's these little plugs, or you can get fancy and you can get these. I got tons of them. And if you want to learn about circuits, you can get yourself a breadboard kit from eBay. Comes with all this stuff, and comes with these little plug-in cables. If you want to learn about circuits and everything. I'm still learning myself, so I'm not saying I'm a freaking expert, because I sure as hell am not. Jumpers for that particular type of stuff. And then it comes with a bunch of this stuff. It'll come with a few resistors and a couple of IC chips. And it'll come with some of these little surface mount push buttons. Look at these. Shush. That's my friend I was talking about, the one that gave me this equipment, some of it. Mica capacitors, which is the ones that usually fail quite a bit in amplifiers. The best ones to use are the metal clads, but when they're not available, you can use silver dipped mica capacitors, but they need to be 5% tolerance, 500 volt. If not, well, they're going to break down a lot faster, and well, it's going to throw an imbalance in your amplifier. I have tons of these, and they can get expensive, so I found them at an old-fashioned antique electronics store on the internet. They gave me a deal on them, so there you go. Don't remember what the name of it was either. MOSFETs. ERF 9530s. These are 100 watt transistors. Unfortunately, do not buy these on eBay. False advertisement. These are supposed to be by Palomar. Unfortunately, no. This is an eBay copy, and I've used them, and I cannot get not even a watt out of them. Don't buy these on eBay. Stay away from them. These are supposed to be the ERF. Let me see, I can't see that. These are supposed to be the ERF 2030 pluses, eBay. None of them work. None of these work. Stay away from them. You actually are going to have to go to ICA Manufacturing or RF Parts if available. Those are the real ones. ERF 9530s are the ones that took the place of the ERF 7530s. They no longer make 7530s. And no, there is no Max Mods anywhere right now. I've been trying to find them. Do not buy Max Mods off of eBay. Big mistake. You're paying a lot of money for something that doesn't work. Now don't get me wrong, some of eBay's stuff is real. But don't press your luck. You're going to be very, very disappointed. Look at these 750 ohm resistors. Very hard to find resistors. I got these on eBay at old new stock is what they call these. Look at this. All 750 ohms. I got miscellaneous caps in here. Look at those. Look how big those damn capacitors are. Yeah. Why the caps stink. Whew. God damn. And let's see what else we got here. Miscellaneous eighth watt resistors. I'm not going through them. My eyes hurt when I look at these things. These capacitors are 3 kV, 3000 ohm or 3000 volt. You can use these for amplifiers. A lot of people don't like using them, but I do. If that's all that I have, that's what I'm going to use. But when you're building amplifiers or whatever, check the tolerance and check the value of them first. You can go on a regular old multimeter like one of these right here, or Fluke. One of these. This one's not a Fluke, but it is the Radio Shack one that I've had before they went out of business. Check the value of them, because the print on the caps or transistors or resistors could be false. So check them. Always want to check your tolerances. Anyways, this is going to be a short video. I haven't really been in here in a while. Haven't started any other projects because I don't have time. If you guys don't know what these are IC chips. These IC chips are used, and these aren't the only ones, but they can be used for regulated power supplies. So to build the regulator circuit, these are the IC chips they use. And I'm still learning how to build those because I'm going to build a 150 amp regulated power supply. Unfortunately, I still haven't received the sockets. I ordered these from China, and these are not the fake ones. These are the real ones, and they're not cheap. So there you go. I've even ordered these on the internet, China. These are electrets. These require power in order for these to work. One of these days I am going to build my own desk mic that's going to work really nice whenever I have the time, because right now I don't. Yeah, just collect a bunch of stuff. If you got radios, broken radios, always collect junk radios. Say for instance stuff like this. Here's an old 21 LTD. Well, yes, it looks worthless, but no. Every little part in here is not worthless. A radio that is going to need a part is going to be in one of these junk radios. You always keep yourself junk radios to pull parts out of. Parts radios is what they call them. Keep yourself some, at least 30 radios. You might need one of these, or one of these connectors, or one of these heat sinks inside here, or one of these tuning lugs, one of the audio transformers, whichever. Here's a circuit I made a long time ago with one of those ERF 9530s. Couldn't get it to work. That's how I found out that those ERF 9530s were bogus. I had no output at all. Maybe my circuit is flawed. I don't know. I don't have any idea. So I threw it in the junk drawer. Anyways. Alright guys. I'm out of here for today. Got a headache. Talk to you guys later. I probably won't post anything next Sunday or the Sunday after that. When I get the chance, I will. let everybody know when it's up. Yeah. Anyways, peace out. Stay safe, and hope you guys all had a good Christmas, and hopefully everybody has a really good New Year. Peace out, guys.